Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we'll be reacting to the latest One Piece news. All right, One Piece, the remake. Yes, I am. One Piece is now almost 30 years old, okay? Basically, my whole life essentially. And this is now getting a remake. Okay, we first learned about this about a year ago, actually 2 years ago, that One Piece was getting a remake and they were going to remaster the entire series. And so for a lot of fans, this was like, a remake. I don't know how this is going to look. And so this remake essentially is going to cover all of the first largely up into the East Blue arc, and it's going to cover all the favorite parts that we know and love. The first moments, for example, Luffy, scaffolding moment, the I need your help Luffy from Nami, and that's what we're going to react to today. I typically do reaction channels on my side channel, Malik D TV, but no, we're just going to react to it here since it's One Piece, and I'm like, you know what, I put all One Piece content here anyway, and so this is big news, big news, okay? Big news, all right? So, and one thing that kind of surprised me was that they're bringing back the original voice actor in Japanese. I believe her name is Mayaka. I can't. I'm going to put her name up on the screen, but she's 71 years old. And to put it into perspective, okay, she has voiced characters like Krillin from Dragon Ball in the original run up until today. So, and she originally did not want to be part of this project, but she was roped into doing it, and so, yep, she's going to be part of this journey for forever. How long? It's just so wild to me that One Piece, as a series, has been around so long, they can remake it while the original series is still going on. Like that doesn't happen. Like I'm trying to think of anything that compares to it. Like a series that's so good that it's basically ongoing for 30 years, and they said, okay, let's remake the first arc. I'm like, has that worked? Can you do that? No, they can do that. They can do that. So anyway, we're reacting to that. Let's get it started. Okay, so we're going to react to it first in English, and then we're going to do a frame-by-frame breakdown of pretty much everything that's going on in slow motion, and then I'm going to do a little bit to wrap it up at the end. But if you like what you see here, please, for me, drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'm a small new channel, and anything goes a long way against the algorithm. But let's get into it, all right? One Piece, the teaser trailer. Let's go into it.
Power. The man who attained everything the world had to offer. Gold Roger, king of the pirates. With his dying words,
yeah, he did.
He drove countless souls into the vast sea.
Oh, this looks amazing. I love it. The red forest. Look at the crisp animation. Oh man, we're getting Romance Dawn. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's go. Oh, we're getting this scene. Oh, we're getting Kobe. Oh, look at this. Axa and Morgan. Let's go. Buggy.
Of the One Piece.
Oh yeah. Nami. Oh, look at that. Oh, Usopp. Hold on, let's go. Okay, this scene they only showed in
Great Pirate Era.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Okay, first thoughts. Love the animation. Love how crispy and clean it looked. Okay, it's always been updated for a modern feel, but the main thing with this series is the pacing. And before we begin, we're gonna do like a slow-mo breakdown of every single scene we see. Okay, so let's just get it going right here. Let's go here. Reset the setting so it goes. Playback speed, let's make it go roughly 1/4 of it, and we're gonna mute it since we've already there's just hear the dialogue. Okay, all right, look at this. Okay, you're getting Roger's scaffolding execution. It looks absolutely amazing. I think this is some CGI in the background. I think. All right, it looks absolutely amazing from there. Okay, we're getting all this. We're getting the whole slow build up and everything, and we're gonna see ask D question. Yes, that person who had the balls to ask the important question, like, "Hey, Roger, where's your treasure at? Where is it? Where is the One Piece?" And hold on, let me look at Roger. Okay, we're getting cold. Let me increase the speed just a little bit. Let me increase the speed just a little bit. I don't want to take this up the whole time. Let's go up by 50%. Oh, look at this. Look at Roger's face. Look at that. Okay, look at that man's face. Just look at it. Look at it. It's got the nose hairs and everything. I love this. Okay, this is amazing. Okay, good. All right, this is good. Okay. Yep. All the ships and everything. Let's go. Here it is. Let's go. Okay, looking good so far. Love the the main thing with this series is the pacing. That's the biggest. One Piece has. Okay, Red Forest looks absolutely amazing. Okay, just look at it. Look at the Red Forest. Just in all its beauty. Absolutely amazing. And One Piece's biggest weakness, at least to me anyway, is its pacing. Let's just be fair about this, particularly in the anime, okay? Because the anime was a lot better at pacing. I'd say around Dressrosa But then after Dressrosa, Whole Cake Island, and everything in Wano, especially, the pacing really took a nosedive to the point where it became 3/4 of an episode for a chapter. So sorry, 3/4 of a chapter for an episode. So you'd only get 75%, and that's why it just didn't really flow at all. It used to be one episode per chapter, but from what I understand, the pacing is going to be much better in this anime, and they're going to cover the majority of the lockdown, and then we're also going to get the episodes involving episodes in East Blue heading towards the Grand Line, and that's when the season ends. So yeah, that's where we're going to start. But again, Red Forest looks absolutely amazing. Let's go break it down here. Shanks giving Luffy his trademark straw hat he got from Roger. Luffy crying after the Lord of the Coast bit off Shanks' arm, which we still don't know why Shanks couldn't have killed it. But all right, there we go. Luffy. Okay. There she is. There's Kobe. Let's just look at Kobe again. Let's just appreciate Kobe. Oh, look at him. Yes, Alvita. Look at Kobe's face. He's just like, I don't want to be here. I'm scared. Please don't do this. And, knowing where Kobe is now in the story, seeing how far he's come is amazing. Look at that. Axe Hand Morgan. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, Buggy Ball. Look at Buggy. There's the goat. There is your goat. There is the goat Buggy right there. Okay, look at him. Just cheesing for the camera. He knows. He's like, yeah, I'm here. I got 4K, 20K, whatever the fuck you want. I'm here. Zoro. Okay, the Marines. Yes, Nami. Look at all that. Look at that. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back. Just this part. Okay, there's Zoro being a badass. We know they're going to glaze the shit out of him. Nami, of course. Okay, this is the thing I'm happy about. This is the thing I am extremely happy about. That I am so happy they didn't just completely do it. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but Toei Animation has had this problem lately where they are starting to make certain characters more paler, taking away their melanated skin. It started with Nachiko, and then you see Usopp, and then his dad Yasop get progressively more and more Caucasian. Yeah, sorry, I don't F with that, and I'm so happy that they're making Usopp look like he's supposed to properly. Like, yeah, Usopp. I mean, there obviously no, 101's blacks, Asians, whites, Latinos in the One Piece world, but Usopp canonically would be from South Africa. What type of South African you can make up your own mind on, but I'm glad they're keeping his original color palette because Toei was making him really light skinned like the last few arcs. I'm glad it's keeping it, particularly Yasop. Yasop got even lighter, which is weird to me because Usopp's mom it was where he got any lightness. It was where he got most of his skin tone from anyway, but he should not be like that. Okay, look at Sanji. Okay, here it is. Hold on. Let me slow down Sanji. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is just little things that I do appreciate. All right, the way he's holding the ball in his head, things that I just absolutely enjoy. Okay, with Sanji. All right, so I'm glad we're getting this. Let me get more of this right here. Oh, we've got the Red Force. We got the Red Pirates. Okay, so this is a very important scene. Okay, right here. Okay, I'm gonna pause it when it's time. Okay, see, in the original anime, we didn't see Luffy punch out the Lord of the Coast until actually the the post Marineford flashback with Ace, Sabo, and Luffy and everything. We didn't see that. And I'm glad that we're getting this. I'm actually thrilled that we're doing this because for me, it's just like, yeah, no, the whole series was just basically like, they kind of skipped over this in the anime. And so we actually see it proper right now in the beginning of the story. The manga, it showed this as well, but in the anime, in the original one anyway, they didn't show it. There it is. The One Piece. The series is going to be called The One Piece, not One Piece. Not it's like, oh, I'm watching One Piece. Which one? One Piece. The One Piece or One Piece? No, I'm just watching One Piece. No. The One Piece or One Piece. Do you mean the treasure? No. The One Piece, as in the Netflix series or the original series, One Piece. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, they're calling it The One Piece, which works out. Let me just close this out and see where it goes from here. By Ichiro Goda. February 2027, folks. This is it. This is the big day. All right. Well, about 9 months. Well, literally 9 months from almost 9 months from Saturday. So yeah, 9 months from this Saturday. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Okay. Hey, but yeah, I'll give you my thoughts real quick. It's still wild to me that One Piece is getting a remake despite its original anime not finishing. It's not unusual in today's day and age to see series come back. Like we've seen animes like Rurouni Kenshin. I'm trying to remember another one that came back for reanimation a while back ago. It was JoJo's Bizarre Adventures they tried doing in the 90s, but didn't work out well, and so they brought it back in the 2010s, and that blew up. And hey, this times up perfectly with the One Piece live action adaptation. They pretty much used it as like a way to gauge and see, okay, can we get fans into One Piece? And so Netflix is like, yeah, no, we have this, we have the means, bring them in. And so they're just redoing all of One Piece. I'm excited to see how this looks. One Piece's pacing has always been its like biggest crux. That and just remembering all the characters, and like just outside of the Straw Hats, you might have a hard time remembering some of them. But I'm just well, the anime has always had trouble with pacing. That's why sometimes I will just like skip a few episodes when it's coming out, and then I'll watch like a batch 3 or 4, so that way I'm not like falling. I don't like lose interest, or I'm like struggling because I read the manga obviously, and it's like yeah, pacing is great. No, it's been a problem since Wano, but I'm glad this will probably fix some of that. But anyway, until then, I'm your boy Malik. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day.